Right now at 6, the Department of Justice investigating a fatal shooting involving an officer. We'll hear from neighbors in Fort Atkinson after the incident. And an investigation launched into a Madison school over claims of sexual assault. What police are saying about this particular case. Plus, honoring retiring state Supreme Court Justice Ann Walsh Bradley, the emotional ceremony at the courthouse where she started her career. We welcome you to News 3 Now at 6. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Eric Franke. Sarah is off tonight. The State Department of Justice now investigating after a Fort Atkinson police officer shot and killed a person last night while responding to a call. News 3 Now's Jalen Banks caught up with one neighbor who heard the shooting take place.
Just behind me is the scene of where one Fort Atkinson police officer fatally shot a person Sunday evening. I had a chance to catch up with one neighbor who says they heard it all go down. The incident happened around 5 p.m. on Washington Street. Officers responded to a home after reports of a disturbance with shots fired. The DOJ says officers surrounded the home and one fired their weapon. First responders flew that person to a hospital in Madison where they eventually died. A rifle not belonging to the officers was found at the scene. I had the chance to speak with one neighbor who saw the police presence and heard the gunfire from their back porch.
Came out here, heard a lot of commotion around here. You know, they had the road blocked off over here at first. But I heard a faint bang, and then I heard pop, 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 pop. You know, and it was surreal.
Alan says in all his years of living in the area, this is unlike anything he's ever seen.
Never happened. Like I say, I've been here 44 years, and you know, that stuff never happens around here. I'm glad it's over and hope it doesn't happen again, that's all.
The officer involved was wearing a body camera and has been placed on administrative leave. The Division of Criminal Investigation is now leading the investigation into Sunday night's incident. We'll continue to keep you updated both on air and online as we gather more information ourselves. For now, reporting in Fort Atkinson, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
Jalen, thank you. News 3 Now has put in a formal request for that body cam footage. Now to our forecast. A nice day, some sun, comfortable temperatures. Alex, how long will this stick around?
For a good part of the upcoming week, outside of, we have a couple of showers that are in our forecast as we go into Tuesday, but the rest of the week overall is looking nice. This is a sneak peek here. About this time tomorrow night, some showers lining up just west of Madison, Tuesday, 6, 7 o'clock. Lone Rock to, let's say, over towards Cross Plains, down towards the Monroe area, and areas off towards the south and west. And the better chances for seeing those showers as we go into Tuesday evening and Tuesday night. Right now out there, temperatures, we've got 50 in Madison, but it's chilly as 47 over towards Beaver Dam, 48 in Watertown, but it is mild as 56 in Prairie du Chien and 56 in Boscobel. Zooming on in here to Dane County, some of our other communities, again, 50 in Sun Prairie up the Highway 151. Going down Highway 14 towards Cross Plains, we got 53. Will the clouds and those showers hold those temperatures down on Tuesday? When I come back, I will let you know the answer to that question.
Alex, thank you. Verify information before you share it online. That's what Madison police are asking the public to do after they saw posts containing misinformation connected to their investigation into sexual assault allegations against Madison School District employees that went viral. They tell our Armand Rahman it makes a serious and sensitive investigation that much harder. Armand?
That's right, Eric. Well, police and the school district say they are investigating those allegations of sexual and physical assault by staff at Whitehorse Middle School seriously and legitimately. Police say based on initial interviews and security camera video, details shared widely on social media are inaccurate and potentially harmful. A spokesperson for MPD was only able to confirm to News 3 Now that an address used in one of those posts belonged to people who police say have nothing to do with the case.
So these are people just living their lives who are now, fearful, frankly, because their address is being posted as involved when so far we don't think that's the case. Social media posts should not be driving how we react in our community. It should certainly make people ask questions.
Now, officers tell me they have had to divert resources and attention to investigating threats made on social media towards those residents and other information that appears to be inaccurate. They are working with the district, which is conducting its own separate investigation. And in a letter to families, the principal of Whitehorse Middle School says, quote, We aren't able to share any further details at this time. We also respectfully request that our community refrains from reposting or resharing, as it could impact the integrity of the investigation. It's crucial that we work to gather all the facts.
All right, Armand, thank you. After a nearly month-long halt, Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin will begin offering abortions again. The organization says it dropped its designation as a, quote, essential community provider defined under the Affordable Care Act. That means it no longer fits the definition of a prohibited entity under a new federal law that took effect this month and now can receive Medicaid funds. State Attorney General Josh Kaul says there will continue to be court battles over this very issue.
This remains a hotly contested issue, both at the federal level and likely at the state level as well. Again, we've gotten some clarification, but the legislature can take action to change abortion law in Wisconsin. And so it remains important that we keep working to protect access to safe and legal abortion.
Attorney General Kaul adds that the multi-state lawsuit challenging the provision of President Trump's budget bill limiting access to Medicaid funds is still ongoing and is only in the early stages. The FDA has approved a new non-hormonal drug to treat hot flashes and night sweats for women in menopause. Data from clinical trials shows the drug, it's known as elinzanetant, significantly reduced the frequency and severity of hot flashes and improved sleep for women who cannot or choose not to take hormones. It does come with some side effects, including headache, fatigue, and drowsiness. Now, the FDA already approved another non-hormonal hot flash remedy this year called Veozah. And more than 100 million people in the United States have some form of liver disease. If left untreated, a transplant may be needed, but right now there aren't enough donors to meet the demand. To help address the shortage, the American Liver Foundation has launched the Living Donor Network. This new initiative creates a database to connect people who wish to donate part of their liver to someone they don't know with transplant centers nationwide. Today, Madison's mayor and chief of police provided an update on public safety in the city. Police Chief John Patterson says there's been an impressive decline in crime this year. Comparing this year to Madison's 3-year average, there has been a 43% decrease in burglaries, a 52% drop in stolen vehicles. Homicides have seen a 55% drop, with only 3 so far this year compared to the average of 7.
We are extremely proud, both as a police department and as members of Team City, to see this type of decline this year. I think it's really indicative of how our officers have embraced data-informed decision-making, data-informed problem-solving.
Chief Patterson says this drop in crime is also a reflection of the improved collaborations with public health, the fire department, and also Madison schools. The Beloit Police and Fire Commission has named 3 finalists to be the city's new police chief. They are Anthony Maselli, the chief of police for the city of Geneva, Shonella Stewart, the patrol, investigation, and community policing unit commander in Oak Park, Illinois, and Ty Eagleson, the deputy chief of the Bureau of Investigative Services in Rockford. Now, back in May, Beloit's former chief of police, Andre Sales, stepped down to join the Seattle Police Department. A forum with the 3 finalists can be found on the City of Beloit's YouTube channel. It was an emotional and historic day in Richland County as the Wisconsin Supreme Court and community members honored retiring Justice Ann Walsh Bradley. A Richland Center native, Justice Bradley's journey from local beginnings to Chief Justice of Wisconsin's highest court inspired those who gathered at the very courthouse where her career began.
And I want to welcome and congratulate Emeritus Justice Ann Walsh Bradley, who rose up out of our small town to become the Chief Justice of the highest court in the state. Mine will no longer be the prettiest picture on the wall.
It implicates the right to a jury trial.
Okay, well.
Today's event at the Richland County Courthouse marked the Supreme Court's visit as part of the Justice on Wheels program, honoring Justice Bradley's contributions to the Wisconsin legal system. Halloween decorations are beginning to grab the spotlight as the holiday approaches, and a Hubertus, Wisconsin man's lawn has taken on a patriotic theme. Display creator Jimmy Zamzow just wanted to get the fun started early and is already celebrating America's 250th birthday coming up next year. Everyone who is anyone is here. Uncle Sam, the famous daredevil Evel Knievel, and a skeleton Statue of Liberty.
I did everything I could to make sure that this display was not Democratic and it was not Republican. It's patriotic. It's for everybody in America. It's not for one side or the other. It's for everybody in America to enjoy this display.
Zamzow says somebody even wants to get married at his display, and it'll be up through the first weekend of November. Still ahead at 6, Alex tells us about our rain chances this week, and it is the end of the terrace season. We'll follow the Memorial Union's yellow, green, and orange chairs as they're placed into storage. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward.
It's that time of the year again. The UW Memorial Union Terrace has to put away the iconic Sunburst Terrace chairs. The process of transporting 2,000 chairs and 431 tables started this morning. Our Nash Dara has more.
The Terrace Sunburst chairs at the Memorial Union are symbolic to Wisconsin. But have you ever wondered where these chairs go during hibernation? The answer is simple. They go to a top secret warehouse for storage and restoration. The terrace season is officially over at the Memorial Union, and that now means that the chairs will be making their departure for the cold Wisconsin winter. The long process kicked off this morning, and I was able to check out the behind the scenes of this important task.
We have 3 trucks coming and going between here and our warehouse throughout today and probably the next 4 days. So it takes about 12 people and those 3 trucks to make all of our terrace furniture and all of our furniture throughout Memorial Union and Union South go to their wintertime destination.
The mastermind behind the entire production is project facilitator Joel Garretts, who is fully aware that he has his hands full this week.
When we add up everything that comes back, it's like just barely under 3,000 pieces of furniture, trash containers, umbrellas, all the different pieces that go out on the terrace.
One part of the transition is simply loading and unloading the trucks at the terrace and the warehouse. The other part is strategically and efficiently stacking the tables and chairs safely once inside.
What we do is put a really solid base of chairs, double stacked, and then we put cardboard between them. They go like 3 high, so not real high. You can still reach them from below. And then that gives us a really good base, and we put really light tables on top with the forklift. So we have to squeeze in a lot of pieces in kind of a narrow section of our warehouse.
Well, until we see these trademark chairs once again soaking up the sun at the Memorial Union, I'm Nash Dara, News 3 Now.
Nash, thank you. The warehouse also prioritizes what chairs are a little worse for the wear and need to be refurbished for next year. Well, today, a world record-breaking collection of origami fish is now available to see in the state capitol. The installation follows a legal hearings challenging the DNR's decision to grant key state permits for the Line 5 reroute project, which would jeopardize the water and safety of the Bad River Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa, and surrounding areas. The fish will stay on display until November 7th, where they'll be then moved to the Garber feed mill. Still to come at 6, the Wisconsin DNR warning the public as the fall fire season is underway and the holidays are quickly approaching. We'll tell you when the best time is to buy those tickets to fly home. Plus, families across the area are preparing for trick-or-treating on Friday, but will there be any rain on those costumes? We'll tell you next.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward.
Fewer Americans are expected to fly this holiday season, but for those who do, there is a right time to buy your tickets. The travel search engine Skipleg says the best time to book Thanksgiving travel is 3 weeks ahead of time. For Christmas, that sweet spot is 2 weeks in advance.
Time gets closer, their projections might be off, and that usually leads to price dropping.
You can zig when others zag. Traveling on the holiday itself is actually a real bargain.
A survey from Bankrate found about 1 in 5 adults say they plan to travel by airplane or stay in a hotel or short-term rental for the upcoming holidays. That's down from 27% last year. The DNR warning of an elevated fire risk during the fall season. There have been more than 50 wildfires in October so far, burning about 20 acres. The department says those fires were mostly caused by people and are preventable. The U.S. Drought Monitor shows that most of Wisconsin has been experiencing abnormally dry conditions. The DNR recommends avoiding debris burning until the ground is completely covered by snow. It was a dry one today in southern Wisconsin, but will there be any rain ahead of the Halloween festivities, Alex?
Yes, first to let you know, as we head into Friday, as we get into a little bit later into the afternoon evening hours, there we go. Increasing clouds as we head towards 4 o'clock, as seen here, 51 degrees. As we go a little bit further into Friday evening, a bit on the chilly side, 48 at 6 o'clock. Just a tiny shower chance as we head towards 8 o'clock on Friday Friday evening. So the rain chances are low on Halloween, so nothing really overly spooky in this Halloween forecast. But we do have more rain in the forecast and cooling temperatures as we head out later into the 10-day. As we head out into the weekend, going out into early next week, we'll replace highs near normal to just a little bit below normal in the upper 40s as we go a little bit further out into the 10-day period. Small chances for rain as well on Tuesday, but who in southern Wisconsin will get those showers? They will be west of Madison at 6 o'clock at night. So this time tomorrow night, Lone Rock, Mineral Point, Dodgeville, maybe Belleville over towards Darlington. As I put this into motion here, we'll see those showers expand over southwest Wisconsin. So the better chances are going to be from Viroqua to Boscoville, over towards Prairie du Chien, over towards Lone Rock, and then down towards Mineral Point. This weather system is going to spin and pull itself well south of southern Wisconsin, at least the core of it. And that's going to take the showers and the clouds along with it, but we'll still have gusty northeast winds on Wednesday, which will put just a little bit of a bite in the air overall. Temperatures waking up to Tuesday morning, upper 30s to right around 40. You can owe our temperatures being a little bit above normal to the clouds that are going to be filling in. That holds in a little bit of that warmth closer to the ground. High temperatures on Tuesday will do mid to upper 50s across all of southern Wisconsin, 56 in Madison, 57 in Baraboo, and 55 to the west in Prairie du Chien. So a very October-like forecast. And as we look at the full 10-day here, there's again that Halloween forecast at 51 degrees with a slight chance of a shower. Don't forget, we turn our clocks back Saturday night going into Sunday, and then that Lambeau Field game. What are we looking up against? Unfortunately, there's going to be some showers, cool temperatures up in Green Bay as we head into Sunday. So be prepared. We'll keep an eye on that weather system. Our chances for water here in southern Wisconsin, not nearly as high. Also very important in the weather news right now, All Thoughts First One weather team. We're thinking about Jamaica right now as the formidable Hurricane Melissa may have recently just intensified further, possibly having surface winds sustained at 190 miles per hour. That would put those wind gusts well over 215. We'll be keeping a close eye on that hurricane here from Wisconsin. It's going to be an international story for sure.
We were talking about it in the break. We thought you could put away your hurricane graphics.
Yes.
But it's still brewing out there on October 27th. Unreal.
Yep, the Caribbean's warm. You got those warm waters. That's a perfect recipe for hurricanes.
And you'll keep an eye on it. Alex, thank you. Coming up in sports, Jordan Love set out to prove himself this weekend against his mentor. We know who that guy is. And sports director Andrew Banter live at Jay's Bar with a recap of Jordan Love's electric performance. Stay with us.
Aaron Rodgers was emphatic. Playing against the Packers was not a revenge game for him, and that may be. Who's really to say? But for Jordan Love, one thing was for certain. For him, it was a prove-it game against the Steelers and his former mentor, and he did just that and then some. Love was electric, mounting 360 yards and 3 touchdowns, beating his mentor's new team. His current teammates say if it wasn't before, the mantle has already been passed.
He's him. He's him. Everybody in the league, if y'all not woke, please wake up, get the crust out your eyes, because he is him and 10 is coming. Period. The legacy that he left, I would say Jordan's filling those shoes. When you're talking about the Favre to Rodgers to Love, Jordan has stepped up and fulfilled his end of the bargain.
Are back in action, and they're back on News 3 now too. We're so excited that this season, once again, we will air 8 select games free and over the air on News 3 Now or our sister channel, Television Wisconsin 3.2. It starts on November 15th when LeBron James and the Lakers will play right here on News 3 Now. The 7 remaining games will air right there on our sister's channel, Television Wisconsin. And every Bucks game is a must-watch because of this guy. Giannis was named the Eastern Conference's Player of the Week after becoming the first player in NBA history to score 100 points, grab 40 rebounds, and dish 15 assists in his team's first 3 games.
Here in the preseason, but the Megabucks starting lineup
First took the floor as a Badger, you just knew that he was going to be a star. All of the teammates, at least most all of his teammates he had when he arrived on campus, are now gone. When Wisconsin men's basketball opens their season a week from tonight, it is his time to shine. This, he says, is his team.
I mean, it's just a blessing to be able to lead these guys because I've been through it, through the system, and then I just try to take what the guys ahead of me gave me, they gave me, to lead it on to them. Just share some knowledge, even if it's the older guys, the younger guys coming in, share just a piece of knowledge almost every single day.
And if you're wondering why are we here at Jay's Bar in Madison, well, of course the answer is we're gearing up for another episode of the Wisconsin Huddle. Come on down here. We're right downtown getting ready to interview Wisconsin Volleyball's Madison Quest. We'll see you in just about 30 minutes. We can't wait, and we'll see you guys too. So we'll send it back to you so you can get ready to get on down here. For now at Jay's Bar, Andrew Banstra with News 3 Sports.
All right, Andrew, thank you so much. Join us tonight for News 3 Now at 10. Community members in Janesville rally against the potential development of a new data center there, why residents say the city is hiding documents from residents. That story and much more tonight on News 3 Now at 10. Alex is back. One final check of the forecast.
Very October-like forecast, but tune in tonight at 10. I'll give projections on temperatures and precipitation going out further into November. You're not going to want to miss that extended forecast.
All right, Alex, thank you. Entertainment Tonight is next. You can always find us streaming 24/7 on Channel 3000+. Have a great evening.